What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Prime Energon, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Studio Series 105 Autobot Mirage from Transformers Rise of the Beast. Now, I am late to the party on this guy, but I did find this at my local Walmart, and just a little disclaimer, I did paint and touch up some pieces of them before I was able to do this video. I jumped the gun. Usually I try to do a review and then go and modify things, if I want to paint things up. But I accidentally painted it before I did the review. So you guys should already know how this Mirage looks, and I'll just go over, the usual stuff, articulation, transformation, and looking at the details in the mold itself. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we got Studio Series number 105 Mirage. We got Mirage right smack there. He is a deluxe class. You get some Mirage right there. Going on over to the back, you get more Mirage in robot form and in his official license Porsche. Very nice. I'm going to go ahead and say now, alt mode is the strong point of this figure. Porsche mode, absolutely amazing. Figure in robot form. We'll go over that in a little bit. And then we get some Mirage right there. Some Transformers Rise of the Beast. And some things at the bottom. So taking a look at Mirage. Here is his face sculpt. Looks really good. Now I did not touch up a lot of his face. Just a little bit of silver. But everything else is pretty much the same. I definitely like the face, the arms, and the chest piece right here. Is just all of this other stuff down here. All this kibble. They could have done a little bit better with that. This is a Studio Series, and I think they could have done a lot better. And taking a look at the torso, which I did paint as well with some silver. Just touched it up. It was all this gray plastic that you see everywhere else. So I just touched that up, but still some nice detail with the chest and the front of alt mode. So really nice. I did touch up some silver right there for the gas cap that's right on his neck. And for these vents right here, I did add a little bit of silver paint on that as well. Going on over to the arms, and you get this transparent clear plastic for the arms, which is weird because they double as the actual windows for alt mode. They could have just slapped a piece of clear plastic on there, but they made the whole arm out of clear plastic. I did add some silver for this spring right there and silver on the arm as well. Going on over to the legs. So the legs, again, with all of this kibble, it just does not look great. Articulation, this wheel always bumps into that door, but I did add some silver right here onto the sides of the legs. And the paint job is actually really nice on the actual alt mode, so I'll give them that. Going on over to the bottom of the legs, I did add some silver right there to the shins. And a little bit to the feet right here for those two pistons that are at the bottom. And that's pretty much it that I've added to this guy. Taking a look at the back, as you can see, huge backpack for this guy. Another thing that I do not like about this is the kibble. There's a lot of it on here, and it's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. I also did paint the rims silver. They were black. So that's pretty nice. So going on over to the articulation of this guy. Head is on a ball joint. Can't look up and down and side to side. A little bit of a head swivel. Now this piece, you could either have it up and about, or I like to fold it down. If you fold it out, you do get a little bit more range of motion. You can get your hands onto the head and actually turn it around. But I usually like to have this just tucked in there just like so. The arms can go all the way around. They are on ball joints. They can go all the way out. And they can go up and down. That's for transformation if you want to do something like that. For the arms, you do get a bicep rotation. A little over 90-degree bend at the bicep as well. You do get waist rotation, but then again, like I said, all of this kibble gets in the way, and there's no really good way to have these doors. If you have them up like so, you might be able to get away with it, but it does not look the best, and you can't kick the legs out when you have the doors up. And if you have them up, you still get that hindered waist rotation. So just gotta fold the doors down just like that. And when you do that, as far as the rotation on the actual legs, you do get a nice tight joint for thigh rotation. You get a joint up here, plus they're on ball joints up here. And you can really, if you bend everything out of the way for this, you could get a good bend at the knee. There are double joints, so that's probably about the best you're gonna do for the knee because of all this door stuff on the back. And the feet are on ball joints as well, so you can rotate them all the way around due to transformation. Get some ankle tiltage like so, and the toes can kick forward like so. So overall, yeah, he's too bulky and too kibbly for a Mirage. Like, Mirage is a very lean and mean, pretty much a lean, funny, all firm, and this guy is stubby and just very kibbly, not very lean like he was in the actual movie. And that's kind of a shame. I think Studio Series could have done a lot better, sort of like what they did with Hot Rod in Studio Series 86. Made him very streamlined and still managed to turn him into a hot rod. So I think Studio Series could have done a little bit better with Mirage. They were cutting corners and focused too much in alt mode, which, when we get to in a minute, is the strong point of this figure. He does come with a blaster, and this is done in just a regular brownish, grayish plastic. Got some nice detail to it. As far as that goes, like I said, I kind of wish this was painted silver. I did not paint the silver because that's just a lot of surface area, and you could just fit this in his hand like so. And as far as any storage goes, I don't know if there's any storage that you could put this guy on anywhere else, but he does have storage to store underneath car mode. So yeah, overall articulation is okay. The legs are hindered with these side door panels. Arms are great, head is great. It's just, I do not like the legs. So as far as comparison, here is Mirage, and here he is compared to War for Cybertron Siege Optimus Prime. See how that looks and works out. Here he is up against mainline Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime, so they work out pretty good. A little bit smaller over here for the mainline. Here he is up against Studio Series Rise of the Beast Bumblebee. So they work really well together. They are equally matched, sized perfectly. They're pretty much almost the same when it comes down to the size. And here he is up against Studio Series Buzzworthy Bumblebee Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. So these work really well together, and I think they look pretty great as a nice trio. Now I do have Air Razor somewhere. I did not transform her, and I don't know where my freaking RC is at. Here's RC right here, and there is RC, and we also got Rhinox in the mix. Throw him back there, and there you go. Nice little group photo for the Autobots Rise of the Beast. So as far as transformation goes, he is pretty easy to transform. I could say that this little area down here where his waist is at, sort of tricky to do. So let's go ahead and start, shall we? So pretty much you're going to want to extend this piece out from the top and just fold that like so. And then you're going to want to extend the chest. These pieces will come out just like so. And then you're going to pretty much spread those out, and then this whole piece is going to come up like that, and that is looking almost how we want it. You're going to want to bring the arms down and just splay them out on this hinge just like that. Now we can go ahead and come on over to this and extend the whole top piece of the roof mode out. We can come on over to the front and just slide this down and snap this into place. And then while you're at it, bring down the wheels. You do get this tab that's going to go underneath this light fender, Just sort of squeeze that in there, bring this down, bring that down, put that tab right underneath, and that will snap into place. Now the annoying part in trying to manage these door panels is kind of annoying. You're going to want to bring the arms up and bring the arm up, and you can see this fender is starting to line up right there, and the arms are going to be slightly bent like so. Now you're going to want to extend this joint right here, and while you're extending it, sort of bring the legs down, just keep going up, and then you're going to see that little joint right in there go fully up first and foremost. And then while you're doing that, you're going to go ahead and rotate at the body, which again can be kind of annoying to get these pieces out of the way, and then fully rotate the waist. And then now you can go ahead and start bringing everything down at this second joint right in here. And while you're doing that, just sort of keep moving the legs up and then snap this into place while you get everything situated just like that. And now that we got the legs straightened out, you're going to want to straighten them out the best you can. Rotate the feet all the way around. Rotate around, and then you're going to want to bring these fenders inward, and you're going to get a little notch right in there that this tab is going to go into. And just sort of tab that in there, and then the wheels are going to get unhinged just like that. Just bring them down and bring them down like so. Do the same thing over here. Bring this wheel in and then bring it down just like that. And we are in the home stretch, guys, for alt mode. Now the annoying part is going to be these doors. Now they do rotate all the way around. You're going to want to snap in the arms really quick, and these pretty much will just get snapped in here just like that. You get a nice clear peg that's going to go into a notch right into the fender just like so. Rotate this around, bring it in, and then snap that into place just like that. Arms are going to stay like so. Now we could go ahead and go on over to the feet and connect right here onto the back. And then as for the doors, we could rotate these around very carefully not to scratch anything up. And then as far as that goes, the feet are going to come up as much as they can, and these doors are going to get rotated around. Be sure you clear everything, and then you're going to get this little hook notch that's going to go right underneath that fender, and just click that into place just like that. Get everything nice and squeezed up. Get this fender in there just like so. Do the same thing over here. Rotate this door, clear this window, and clear this side panel so you don't scratch anything. And then click that into place. Hook this into place over here. So yeah, I would say transformation a little annoying on this guy, and it can be a little bit of a pain. Now for the roof of the car, you're pretty much going to extend this piece out, and you're going to get these two little clear tabs. They're going to go right underneath this little grill part right here, and that will snap into place. You get some little tabs that are going to be right in there, which can be of a pain because they do hook into place. They are a pain to get out as well, so you're pretty much going to want to just squeeze in here very nicely. And once you got all that done, you're just going to want to just make sure you squeeze everything together and make sure everything is lined up. Then the feet, the toesies, are going to be flung inward and sit on the inside just like that. Make sure the hood of the car, the top of the car roof, is pushed down. And that is pretty much it for transformation. So I would say the most annoying parts of this are maneuvering these door panels around and hooking in these two latches that are on the side of this windshield or this back window, just because it is clear plastic and you don't want to break it. That can be very annoying. But here we got Mirage in his alt mode, and I would say this looks really good as far as the paint job goes. Now, I did paint this hinge right here for the top. It was made out of a clear plastic. I did touch up the side view mirrors with some silver paint, and I did paint the rims as well with some silver paint. And other than that, that's pretty much all I did. So taking a look at the detail, very nicely done with this alt mode. Nice silver headlights up front. You get the Autobot symbol right there in the middle. Nice blue striping going along the hood and along the back spoiler, and some branding right there. You get some nice Porsche right here, and as you can see, everything starts to scratch up the more you transform this guy, just because of all the paint. Taking a look at the bottom, this is how he looks. Cleans up pretty nicely. Now his gun can store down here. You're going to get these 2 notches right in there that's going to slide into for storage of his blaster, and that sort of fills in that gap right there because you can see straight through the bottom of that back window. Taking a look at the back, some nice red for the tail lights and some nice silver for the exhaust. So yeah, this is definitely the strong point. If I were you, I'd probably just transform him and put him on the shelf like that. And yeah, he rolls around quite nicely too. The wheels are on pins, so that makes it very nice to roll around. And yeah, strong point of this, I think the best form of this figure is going to be in alt mode in his car mode, just because it looks fan-freaking-tastic, way better than robot mode. So yeah, we got Mirage here from Studio Series. Transformers Rise of the Beast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And I will see you next time here on Prime Energon. Peace.